defensive line arguably playing with the most confidence it has all season.
Yeah, I think so. It's funny, we broke down a couple days ago, maybe Wednesday practice. The D-line was next to us after practice, next to the linebackers, and they broke it down. And they broke it down to base defense. Base on me, base on 3. 1, 2, 3, base. Base is your 4-man D-line. And I said, so I told them, dime on me. 1, 2, 3, dime. So we had some fun. We had some fun with that. But it was really, they're very aware, and guys are growing up and getting better and improving. So it's good. That's what we needed to have happen. You have to have a certain level of flexibility in what you do on defense, and you always have quote unquote weaknesses or areas that you got to be better at, or sometimes it's perceived, sometimes it's real, and again, you just got to keep getting better, in the little things, fundamentally understanding and things of that nature. And as you go through the season, you continue to grow and evolve and develop, but you have to have some depth to what you do, and you have to have answers, for what offenses do. So that's been as big of an improvement, anywhere. And some of it's just, we had a bunch of guys that hadn't played very much, and certainly hadn't played, starter type snaps. So getting that to come on, it's been a big deal and a big area of emphasis. And our coaches have done a great job, and our players have done a great job, grinding.
How big of a deal is it to you hold these guys to 97 yards rushing?
I think it's a big deal. You don't ever want to say, "Oh, check us out," and beat your chest, and that's not our style. But you also want to recognize our players' performance and hard work that goes in. And hey, man, good job, fellas. That's okay every once in a while. But you got to be quick to tell them you haven't done nothing yet. You get no trophies for holding somebody under 100 yards, but good job, But so it's a big deal, It's a big deal. That's who they were, and that was going to be our chance to have an opportunity to do our job and our part on defense to win the game. Is not allow them to have that kind of balance, and it all starts through their run game, obviously.
How much does it help when you play a team that's you play spread one week and the next week you come and you play Boston College?
I think it helps a lot. So you can play different styles of defense and defend different styles of offense, and you love the challenge, man. I told our guys, man, this is like freaking Georgia Tech all over. It's a whole nother animal, and man, you value the precision, the physical toughness, the discipline that it's going to take. Everybody's going to get challenged. You can't run. We can't protect you. You got to show up, and they're going to find you. So it was a really fun week of practice. High stress. I had, Smith and linebacker, and Skowski had a little groin. Smith had a calf. Spector had a buttock, and Jake had 2 buttocks or 2 hammies the last couple of weeks. So I didn't. The coach had to talk me off the ledge a couple days, and I don't know if we can do it this week, coach. But our guys they all stepped up, so they did a great job too, getting themselves ready to play.
One more question, guys.
With your D-line, can you kind of walk us back to you walk in the first day of spring practice, you look at this new group, do you remember what you're
It was
thinking?
all freshmen then.
Yeah.
Other than some of the DMs, there's a couple guys, all new starters, every one. And so we didn't have anybody that ever started a college game. I was quick to remind the coaches, we don't have one guy up front that's ever started a college football game. And so that's when we started doing some experimenting. And I'm one of those guys too, to be hungry and tough minded. I don't have to play 4-man front. I'm going to play to our strengths. And so we tried to challenge some guys too, but you had 2 guys that didn't practice all spring, and then just didn't want to put all of our chips, and relying on they're going to be just fine when they come back. You don't play football for 6 months and you're going to be just fine. I don't buy that. Especially when you're talking about guys that really hadn't played much football. Niles being the most experienced. So, challenge those guys for sure. The young guys are just much freshmen, so you got to be, try to meet them where they're at. And they really had a good spring. Well, we went back after spring and man, those guys, just as a whole, all things considered, had a really good spring. We might be okay. And then you have a guy like a Tyler Davis that exceeded your expectations and really had hoped that something like that would happen, and then some improvement. We really, again, that five-some at defensive end, really liked, the ability and the length and the eagerness, and we were not a polished product at all there. But you had a couple of guys that could play at a winning level, and then some other guys that were just trying to grow up. And then through fall camp, we saw the most noticeable improvement with that D end group. And Coach Sweeney and all of us went out every day. Coach Ski and did a great job just challenging that group every day, just wearing them out as much mentally, just challenging them. So that's been a big deal, and it's probably, again, the area that we've probably grown the most since the end of last year to where we're at. And really, as a whole, that D line, and then we're still not where I believe that we're capable of being, or where we're going right now, because I've just seen just incremental improvement. And then last couple weeks, you'll have a guy like XT,
Sure.
that's as as dynamic and explosive a player as there is in the country, and he's just coming on. As good as he's been, he's just coming on. So I think we'll get him back, hopeful this week. And we need him to come back. So it's been fun to see the growth there, though.
Thank you, Coach.